Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the Y Elixir YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through how to take apart your Matrix Calico Jack airsoft gun. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first step is to take this pin out. So what you're going to do is just get like something to punch this out and start whacking at it. Then this little pin should start coming out, and then sometimes you'll be able to just pull it out. But for newer guns like me, you're gonna have to punch it all the way out. Then your upper receiver should just sort of slide forward like this and slide it all off. Then you can put your upper receiver to the side because you will not need this for the rest of the time. Then you can go ahead and take off your stock. This is not the stock that comes on the Calico Jack. I just want to make that clear. So it will be different, but just go ahead, take that off and lay that to the side as well. Next, go ahead, get an Allen key. A 4mm Allen key is what is in here. You guys have to get that out. Okay, I got it. All right. Then slide your buffer tube off. You might have to drop these screws out first, or else it might be a little bit too hard for that. But yeah, take that off, set that to the side, and also set your buffer tube to the side. So your gun won't have this. I put this on there myself, but I'm gonna remove that, and then go ahead and remove this. You will have this though. So set everything we've done so far to the side, flip it over, and get these two Allen screws out for the motor. So I'm gonna use a Torx bit because mine are very stripped. Take your top cap off, and then be careful here because there are wires that connect to the motor, and if you damage the motor or these wires, you might not be able to replace them. So very gently take those off. Okay, like that. Then your motor should just come right out. Sometimes you'll have to flip it over, but boom. This is not the stock motor, so you won't have this exact same one. And then get your Phillips screwdriver, and there will be two screws in the bottom of this grip that you'll have to undo. Once you get those two screws out, your grip should just come right off. But be careful not to pull too hard because these are like bent and you could damage them. So next, I'm gonna get the mag release off of here. So I'm gonna have to get a different Allen key set because mine doesn't have a small enough thing for this. If you're wondering what it is, it's metric 1.5. So yeah, it's quite small. Then just undo this screw. I believe on some different models, you have to actually like flip it the opposite side and then like unscrew it like this. But I'm not sure. If yours is not like mine, then I will reference a different video for you guys. And then you have to get your safeties out, which again, I will be using a Torx bit for because they are stripped. Unscrew this, and then be careful on the left side because the left side safety is actually the one that clicks when you switch it. and there is a spring and a ball under that spring. So gently unscrew it while keeping pressure so you don't lose that ball. Once you've undone that, slowly take it out, and here's the ball. Do not lose this. This is so small, and I guarantee you will lose it if you don't keep track of it. There's a button here that you're gonna have to press. So just like this pin, just start smashing it. This pin you should be able to pull out the rest of the way because it's held on by a little clip in there, if you can see it. No, you can't. Anyways. And then I'm gonna do this the janky way because I don't have any pins. There's a pin right here that you're gonna have to push out. Don't copy me, please use proper tools for this. But I'm just gonna... Alright, cool. Just like that. And then your bolt catch has to come out as well. So there's a pin here. Press that out. Oh wow, that was very easy for me. That'll probably not be as easy for you. Actually, it's because I'm pushing it the wrong way. There we go. So get that out. Put this to the side as well. And then be careful because these screws for your safeties will fall out. And you don't necessarily want that. So I'm gonna flip it to the right side because the left side safety is being held in by the selector plate. So I don't have to worry about that. Then just gently tug it out. Make sure not to break any of your wires. And then, take these gears out. And then, once you take this final gear out, you can slide your selector plate all the way forward and it'll kind of just fall right off. Gonna get a Phillips screwdriver and takes this screw off. And then be careful because this is pressed by a spring. Boom. And then set that to the side. Alright, then you're gonna need some Torx bits. And just go ahead and start unscrewing all these bolts here. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. Before you take everything apart, there's a quick change spring back here that you're gonna want to take out before you take it apart. So, press in and then twist 90 degrees to either way, and this should just pop right out, just like that. And now, you're in the gearbox. Alright, then get your other side of the gearbox shell. Make sure there's no wires in the way. Now, I'm going to continue. Wait, no. I'm going to hold this tappet plate down because sometimes it just causes problems. And then slide it right on. Sometimes your gears won't line perfectly up, so you will have to realign them. Then go ahead and continue to shut up your gearbox. Put your selector plate back in. Then get your selector gears. So put the one with this little shaft through. the left side. Then there should be another gear with this same little indent in the hole right there, so it should look like a D. Flip it over while holding that gear, and then put that on to that shaft. Like that. Then it'll be kind of hard to do, but gonna slide your plate back and forth until you get it in there like that. So when your selector plate is all the way backwards, this little hole should be slightly forwards in front of everything. So flip it over while holding these, and then make sure that this little dot is facing backwards. Alright, now make sure you're holding those gears so they don't fall out. Then shove that wire through the back and these wires down like that. Well, and now still holding your gears, just lower it into your receiver and pop that pin into place. So now slot your spring through this hole, and you might need a screwdriver this time, but do that and slide it in like that. Then get your grip again, put your wires through the holes and slide it onto your gearbox. Get your grip screws and start screwing. Once you've done the grip screws, then get your magazine release, plop that down through there like that, hold that and flip it over, put the spring on, and then put that on. Now you can go ahead, get your pin and shove that back in there, and boom, nice. So now you can go ahead, get your safeties. Make sure that you still have the spring for this one and the ball. Again, you do not want to lose this. So then put your ball in this little groove right there. Then go sort of just plop it down. And I'm going to use this Torx screw for this again because it's stripped. Then make sure when you flip the safety that this side also moves. And do the same for this side. Now make sure that both of your safeties work. Yep. Alright, perfect. Now you can go ahead, get your motor again, and just plop it on down in there. So then, put your wires on these little towers. Then get your base plate and slot that in. So put this in, make sure that this little bump is facing into the gearbox. So slot that in. Put your buffer tube in like that. Then get your screw. I'm not really going to be able to show you because it's kind of hard. Go ahead and screw that in. Make sure that your buffer tube doesn't wiggle around. Alright, so everything's working now. Now, get your upper and slot receiver through like that. While maintaining pressure, gonna push that pin back in. And now, you have a completed gun that you just took the gearbox out of. So I hope that helped you, and I will see ya in another video. Maybe if you subscribe and like, please do that, please. I'm trying to reach 500 subs in like a year. Anyways, I hope you have a good one, and peace out.